Hello and good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you're watching. We are in Istanbul, the city where East meets West. This is the Basketball Champions League, and it's the game between Galatasaray and Iberostar Tenerife. Well, a tale of two teams, at least as it relates to this competition. Iberostar Tenerife once again among the leading clubs in the Basketball Champions League. Remember, this is the club that won it all in year one. They've also played in the final and always getting to the playoffs. Galatasaray making their bound the competition this season and struggling to get into the next phase of the competition. Galatasaray against Iberostar Tenerife, and of course Dinamo Sassari taking on Bakken Bears tomorrow. Now the significance of this week is that if Iberostar Tenerife win and Dinamo Sassari also win, then Iberostar Tenerife punch their ticket for the next phase, and Galatasaray will have no chance of moving on. So those are the standings as we speak. You see Dinamo Sassari, of course, got the better of Iberostar Tenerife when they met in Sardinia, and boy, they really put a hurting on them too. I mean, Iberostar Tenerife really were called into question after that game. They've responded well since, and they are looking to take another step towards the playoffs tonight. They are flying high in Spain as well. They are second in the standings. So Chus Vidaretta's team has been, other than that one huge hiccup against Dinamo Sassari, they have been fantastic. Santa Justa back from his knee injury. Bruno Fittipaldo, Sassu Salim, the Finnish international, Danny Diaz, Sergio Rodriguez, Giorgio Shermadini, the Georgia international, Spencer Butterfield, Emir Sulemanovic, Alex Lopez, Tyler Kavanaugh, Fran Guerra, and Danilo Brajanovic. And well, how good was Sulemanovic during the FIBA Eurobasket qualifiers for Bosnia and Herzegovina? He was phenomenal playing for veteran Bosnic, and you have to say right now that the Iberostar Tenerife ship is moving in the right direction. Alex Hamilton, Alex Tyus, RJ Hunter, Daryl Macon, Barris Ermis is back. He missed the first game through injury. Yijit Arslan, Brock Modem, the Australian international, Ragib Attar, Jonathan Williams, Ibrahim Olmas, all the way down in this Galatasaray roster. And well, Omer Ugarada, I think a great coach. Used to be a young coach, but he's been at this for a while now. So now calling the shots, and excited to see him again. So Galatasaray taking on Iberostar Tenerife. And right now the players of both clubs are going to be introduced here. Of course, this Basketball Champions League campaign, just as the world has been impacted by the coronavirus pandemic, and because of that, no fans allowed in the arena for safety guidelines, and we are so looking forward to having the fans back, because this is really what it's all about, getting the fans back in the arenas and cheering on these players that work so hard week in and week out. And this Iberostar Tenerife team certainly knows what it's like to play in front of a passionate fan base down in the Canary Islands. And Galatasaray, of course, has been amongst the leading clubs in Europe before themselves. So they have had a passionate fan base too in all sports, in basketball, men and women. And we're very, very much looking forward to getting back to some normalcy. But what a wonderful achievement by all, really, to get this season going, and we're just excited to bring you the action. So Galatasaray, their players will be introduced, and this is not a team that Iberostar Tenerife can afford to look past. Of course, not as high in the standings, in the lower half of the standings in Turkey are Galatasaray, but certainly dangerous. And they have got some quality in that lineup, and if they turn on all cylinders, they can certainly ring up a W today against the Canary Islanders. So it's Galatasaray getting ready to face Iberostar Tenerife. and what we anticipate to be a very, very good basketball game here in one of the great cities of the world, Istanbul. And of course, if you've never been here, you need to make sure that you get here. This place is amazing. Omer Ugurado on the right, doing a little fist bump with Chus Vidoreta. Both of those guys have served as assistant coaches with their national teams, senior national teams. And of course, Omer Ugurado has been the head coach of the youth national teams. There's R.J. Hunter. He'll play a big role today for Galatasaray. We'll get a look at the starting fives, and we'll get a look also at the referees, who always we always anticipate, or we always expect them to do a great job, and no doubt we will see them introduced here shortly. In fact, one of the best, Alexander Glizic from Serbia, will be calling the shots tonight, along with Tomas Jasavicius from Lithuania and Martin Vulic from Croatia. So a really good refereeing crew tonight for this Basketball Champions League game here in Galatasaray. Galatasaray's lone win in the competition has come against Bakken Bears. And there's Glizic in the middle, Jasavicius on the left, and Vulic on the right. So the starting five for Iberostar Tenerife: Uruguay international Bruno Fittipaldo, Sasu Salin, the Finn, Sergio Rodriguez, Tyler Kavanaugh, and Fran Guerra. So a interesting starting five. I don't think I would have anticipated Guerra being in the starting five, nor Sergio Rodriguez, unless that's a mistake. Well, this man right here, Chus Vidoreta, knows his team better than anybody, and perhaps anticipating the long, arduous campaign and realizing he needs to get some of these other guys in the lineup. Alex Tyus, the Israeli international, Gerald Macon, Brock Modem, the Australian, Baris Ermis, and Göksanen Koksal starting for Galatasaray. Ermis and Koksal have both played for Turkey's national team. Of course, Brock Modem, you might remember back in Rio, had that amazing performance in the bronze medal game for Australia against Spain. There's Ugurado wearing the mask. Now the head coaches don't have to wear the masks during the action. The assistants, however, do have to. And of course, this is protocol. There's Sulemanovic, player who really said all the right things before the season. Just glad to be here, glad to be a part of this Tenerife team that really has been moving from strength to strength the past several years. And really the high watermark for this team, in my opinion, came in year one of the Basketball Champions League when they won the title. They made it to the Final Four, they hosted it, and then they won it, and they beat Banvit in that thrilling final. We'll never forget it in La Hamburguesa. Just an amazing, and really it's kind of, the Basketball Champions League has kind of served as a launch pad for this club to move on to bigger and better things. And of course, I think you'd be hard pressed to find a team with more pedigree in this competition than Iberostar Tenerife. So, Galatasaray know what they're up against tonight. Sense of urgency should be there for the Turkish club. And if Iberostar Tenerife They know that they do not want to allow a club like Galatasaray to hang around even in this competition, knowing that they can be a very dangerous opponent down the road. So indeed, it's going to be Guerra starting and jumping at center, and Rodriguez also in that starting 5 for Iberostar Tenerife. Well, hello everybody, and good evening, and welcome to Istanbul. Galatasaray in white, winning the opening tip and attacking the basket to the right on your screen. It's going to be Alex Tyus. Looks like he might get the first shot off here. Here he goes. He jumps down low and a little bit too long. Gets the back of the iron. And Salim had 21 points in the first meeting between these two teams. And now the alley-oop pass, and Franguera misses. And Juice Vidaretta hangs his head. It couldn't have been a better pass, really. Not sure why Franguera didn't dunk that. Only he knows. Coxall gets it. Over to Ermis from three-point range, and they're off and running. And that is the quality of the player, and they do have the look of a team that's ready to rumble. Here we go. Now, Greta picks up the offensive rebound. Well, that's not good for Galatasaray, and giving Bruno Fittipaldo an open 3. So I said they were ready to rumble, and certainly defensively, they were not really there for the first couple of possessions, including on the boards. They got to do a better job boxing out. Now Modem. Here comes the boomer on the baseline. Brock Modem. He has got that soft touch, and he showed it. Now Fittipaldo. Rodriguez left open. Greta with the offensive rebound and does not go up strong, kind of falls away. Tyus again, and turns and scores. And Rodriguez this time knocks it in from three-point range. Well, he looked good on the first one, but only clanged it off the rim, but that time he nailed it. Rodriguez coming back to Tenerife this season. Macon, meanwhile, making the bacon, puts it up and in. That's his first 2 points. Saline, the fabulous Finn, the Susiyengi. Throwing it in from downtown, ties it at 9. Now Modem and Coxall looked like he could have rebounded that, but for some reason tried to tap it over to Macon on the wing. Watch this. Fittipaldo spinning around midcourt. Now the alley-oop, and throwing it down this time was Greta. He didn't miss, did he? He learned his lesson from the first time, drew the defense. And that was about as easy as it comes for Guerra, to be fair. I mean, the first one he should have done that with as well. Modem, little herky-jerky move into the lane, and Guerra with the rebound. Fittipaldo from three-point range, off the front of the iron. Macon now brings it back forward. Galatasaray. Now the pass to Modem goes off his hands. Tyus drives in, and the foul has been called. And so free throws coming for Tyus, and the foul was called on Greta. Tyus gets the first one to go. He takes his time. And gets the second one to go as well. So he knots it at 11. 4.5 minutes into the contest. Long way to go in this one. I like saying that because this is a good basketball. I like it. If we're lucky, we'll get an overtime classic. However, foul called on Macon with the reach. Remember, Galatasaray come into this believing they need to win to stay in the hunt for a spot in the next phase of the competition. There are 4 18 groups, and you need to finish in the top 2 to advance. And because of the, that's one of the changes with the pandemic. There were supposed to be 4 18 groups, but because of COVID-19, they changed the format, and now the pass down low, and Greta goes up and lays it up and in. Nice find by Fittipaldo. Aramis. Modem from three-point range. So Tyus picks up a little knock there that he was having examined, and goes out of the game. And looks like he might go to the changing room, interestingly. Meanwhile, Jonathan Williams comes in as his replacement. So Williams, number 19, has the hands up. And coming in, Salim with an open look. Also, Shermadini in the basketball game for Iberostar Tenerife. So Shermadini entering the game for Guerra. Aramis crosses midcourt. Hands it off to Macon. Looks for a little bit of space. Picks up his dribble. Gets it over to Aramis. Bounce pass and a little kick by Shermadini. So they'll put 14 on the shot clock. Already assured of being viewed as a legend of Georgian basketball, really, by the time his career finishes. Shermadini, everything that he's done at club level, but also for the national team, and ever present. And he'll be looking to be at the Eurobasket when Georgia served as one of the host nations. We have 4 teams hosting. There's Williams. Misses everything. Now Shermadini. We get it to Saline, little pump fake. That'll be a 2 if it goes, but it does not. And the ball falls right into the hands of Macon. Williams goes right to the basket, skies and lays it up off the glass and in. Went right at Shermadini. Look at this. You're not stopping this, he says. Three-point shot from Kavanaugh. That is good. So there you go. Spreading it around on the perimeter, and Iberostar Tenerife move back in front. Aramis tries to get it right back. Williams been very active since coming into the basketball game for Tyus. Oh, nice play. And Williams again scoring down low. This time, obviously, looks like his favored hand is his left. Fittipaldo out on the wing and gets it. Shot no good. Shermadini is blocked by Williams, but the foul has been called. That was Sergio Rodriguez that missed the three-pointer for Iberostar Tenerife. So more substitutions here as we get to the latter part of the opening quarter. Shermadini makes the first. Lopez comes in for Iberostar Tenerife. Also Spencer Butterfield checks in. Saline and Rodriguez go out. Arslan comes in, as well as Alex Hamilton. Hamilton has the ball right now for Galatasaray. Gets it to the corner, spread it around. Modem goes up and is fouled by Fittipaldo. Fittipaldo played for San Pablo Burgos last season, and then when the pandemic hit, basketball stopped. He did had a huge part in getting them to the playoffs. When the pandemic stopped the game, and then he was out of contract and ended up signing with the Iberostar Tenerife. Still went to the final 8, but it was his old team, Burgos, that ended up winning the title, the 4th Basketball Champions League crown. There's Williams, misses Hamilton with the rebound. Now Modem puts it up and rattles it in from three-point range. Fittipaldo gets into the paint. Now Hamilton, he's looked good since coming into the game. Look at the bounce pass. Now into the corner it goes. Three-point shot is good from Yigit Arslan. Okay, so the final minute of the opening quarter here, 42.9 seconds left. The ball inbounded. Three-point shot, and that basket is good from Iberostar Tenerife. Butterfield right off the bench, pulling his club to within 2 points. Spencer for hire. Might remember that TV show. Well, good job, and they get it down low to Brock Modem. Good find. Give the assist to Coxel. A couple of successive assists for him. Now Butterfield, they leave him open again, and they pay the price. And Butterfield, right at the end of the first quarter, lets everybody know that he has a nice stroke. Galatasaray leading at 24-23 over Iberostar Tenerife. So 6 3-pointers for Tenerife. That has been their modus of attack. 8 of 13 inside the arc for Galatasaray. Here's some of the highlights from the first quarter. And Galatasaray again with their backs against the wall. They know they need to come out and win tonight. If they don't win tonight and Dinamo Sassari win against Bakken Bears, well, Iberostar Tenerife punched their ticket, as well as Dinamo Sassari, to the next round. Well, this is year 5 of
Okay. Give me other camera. Go back and give me other camera. White shot. White. Yeah. Take a time. It's okay. Take a time.
White 12, shot for the 3 or 4.
White 12. Stop. And go back slowly. Other camera. Give me other camera. All other camera. Under the Okay, second one. We have only one camera. Just show me this one camera. Thank you. Stop, stop. Okay, thank you. For me, it's 3-point shot.
From my side also, he's outside.
So.
Okay, so they were reviewing the shot by Brock Modem as to whether or not that was a 3-pointer or not, and indeed it was. Never thought that it was not a 3-point shot, but could be that somebody asked for them to take a look at it. So second quarter action underway. And Galatasaray, that gives them a 2-point lead. And down low now, Shermadini scores to tie it at 25. Williams gets it to Hamilton. Nice give and go, and throws it down. I'll tell you what, Hamilton can play. I mean, this guy is doing a nice job coming into the game and getting everybody involved and not forcing anything. Nice play by him, and Williams has been quite the sensation since he has come in for Tyus. But how about that? Shermadini now in consecutive trips down the floor has scored for Iberostar Tenerife. Three-point shot, another one from Brock Modem. Oh, 12 points for Brock Modem. Kavanaugh catches down low, and they are exposing that interior defense. Ugurado is going to have to make some type of adjustment for Galatasaray down low, giving away those easy looks. And a foul called here. Here's the founding father driving in and being fouled, Alexander Hamilton. Alex Hamilton rather goes to the line. And Sulemanovic checks into the game. Well, Hamilton has done everything well up to that point. Then he misses the free throw. RJ Hunter also in the game for Galatasaray. He's a guy that can fill it up in a hurry. So there's no doubt about the personnel in this Galatasaray team. It's whether or not they can gel and put together a good 40 minutes. Ragib Attar comes into the game for Galatasaray. So he's on the court with Arslan, Hamilton, Hunter, and Jonathan Williams. Now Shermadini goes to work down low. Three-point shot again from Iberostar Tenerife. And Alex Lopez off target. Hamilton in the corner. Attar might want to pull Shermadini away from the basket. And good attempt there. Now the turnover, and Williams. Wow, boy, I'll tell you what, that was a fantastic play by Williams. I mean, maybe he could have passed, but you know what? Held his composure. He has been utterly sensational since coming into the game. 6 points for Williams, along with a couple of rebounds. Spencer Butterfield gets up off the hardwood. Now a foul called by Glizic down low. Serbian referee. A little bit of a push from Ragib Attar. And that was the miscommunication. The ball went right off the shoulder. And look at Williams, who just had that soft touch to put it up and in. Step back, and the three-point shot is good from Butterfield. That is number 3. A light needs to be going off over there on the bench of Galatasaray. This guy can shoot it. You need to get a hand in his face. Good idea by Arslan, but the ball was kicked. Sessu Salane back in the game as well for Iberostar Tenerife. And the three-point shot is good. So Hamilton continues to deliver. This time with his scoring. Lopez and the alley-oop pass defended, but a foul called on Ragib Attar. Look at Williams just wheeling and dealing. He's been tough. Shermadini shows the quality. He's going to get his points and rebounds, isn't he? I mean, he is pretty much automatic for Iberostar Tenerife. He's got 7 points. Of course, lacking a little bit on the boards right now, just 1 rebound. RJ Hunter. And there's Shermadini getting another board. Lopez over to Butterfield, and now Hunter guarding him and forces a turnover. Ragib Attar a little bit slow, but they get it up to Hunter, who has the ball knocked out of his hands by Lopez. And that was a good play by Lopez. Good reaction. Hunter, born to score. There he is again in the left corner. I mean, he can just flat out put the ball in the basket. Just like you got to guard Butterfield for Iberostar Tenerife, you better get a hand in the face of Hunter. Ball knocked away. It'll stay down at this end. Hunter's not helping himself there by claiming he didn't touch that. That clearly went off his leg. Klisic looking like, what are you appealing for? Now Shermadini. Sasu Saline, and his attempted bounce pass goes off the Galatasaray defender. Galatasaray living and breathing on dying on every possession here because they know they need to win this game. I mean, they cannot afford to lose this. They might go out of the competition effectively. With Dinamo Sassari also in action against Bakken Bears from Denmark. Year number 5 of the Basketball Champions League. And you're looking at the very first champions, the club of Iberostar Tenerife in the dark uniforms. Hoping this will be the year of their second title. Spencer Butterfield, nice handoff. Oh, the swat! And Iberostar Tenerife, it was quite late. Watch it, see if it's coming down. Oh no, that's a great swat by Williams. Boy, Williams has just been fantastic coming off the bench. And whatever Tyus is doing, it doesn't seem to be, if he's getting some treatment in the locker room or whatever. Galatasaray look like they're in good hands right now with Williams out there. And they do not get it off in time. Good defense by Galatasaray. Referees, I don't know if they're discussing how much time should have been on the clock and should the shot clock have gone off. So it will indeed be Galatasaray basketball. Hunter gets it over to Hamilton. That was short. Oh, look at that. Williams just cleaning up all the mess. He's doing everything right now. Talk about X factors. Sometimes it takes an injury for a guy to get into the game and show what he can do. And right now, Williams is thriving in that role. Look at him. He picks up the ball, throws it up ahead. And now the bounce pass knocked away by Iberostar Tenerife. But Galatasaray with their biggest lead of the game, 6 points. And R.J. Hunter goes out of the game. And Coxall, who's wearing that big mustache these days, comes back in. Movember is over, so this must be the new look. So it's going to be Galatasaray inbounding the basketball. Arslan gets it back. And 3-point, oh gosh, Williams, the X factor of all X factors, coming to the fore tonight. 13 points coming off the bench, along with 3 rebounds. Who saw this coming? And answering immediately was Sergio Rodriguez. Of course, there's another Sergio Rodriguez, a little bit older. Everybody knows. This is a different one. There's Arslan battling, missing now Fittipaldo fouled as he crosses midcourt by Aramis. Aramis picks up his hand. You're always like slightly nervous if you're a player like Aramis there committing that foul, because you got to be going for the ball. You don't want the unsportsmanlike foul to be called. Fittipaldo feels his way in, passes it back out to the wing. Sulemanovic in the corner, backs up Williams. Well, Williams has been tough today, and again, holds his ground, but Guerra gets the rebound, leads to Rodriguez getting the look. Sulemanovic gets the offensive rebound and earns a trip to the line. Here he is again. Nobody put a body on him. Attar just standing under the basket. Got to box him out. He's got 3 fouls. He goes back over to the bench. So that allows Brock Modem to come back in the game. Guy who almost found his way onto an NBA roster, you might remember, a few years ago. And since that point has established for himself a good career in Europe. Never know, could end up going back across the pond to the USA, where so many Australians are, in fact, and have been. Sulemanovic makes the second. Oh, nice bounce pass, but then Coxell tried to get it to Modem. Good hands by Sulemanovic to block the pass with 3:51 remaining here in the first half. Oh, excellent play by the Sasu Salin rather. Now 3-point shot is rattled in. Boy, Rodriguez showing his skill set tonight. He is a great shooter, isn't he? This time it was a 2. He was open and he rattled it in, and that leads to a timeout. Galatasaray leading it by 3 points. Let's go down to the bench and see if we can listen to Coach Uguratu. And here's some of the highlights. Williams has been terrific for Galatasaray. You know, talking about Sergio Rodriguez, he's already at his season high. He came into this having scored 11 points in the Basketball Champions League this season, and he's got 8 tonight. Whereas in the Spanish League, he was averaging 3.2 points per game. He did have 14 against Juventud Badalona earlier this season, so that was his best performance in Spain. So he's had a terrific performance thus far. Williams gets it over to Arslan, who drills it. Like how Arslan moves around the court. Nice balance. Nice shot that time. Now Fittipaldo and Franguera charge, or rather throwing an elbow. Watch this. Kind of flung the elbow at the end. It was almost as if they were going to call the block, and the ref might have been hesitating to call it, but then Guerra looked like he kind of like raised his left arm and kind of shoved off Coxell who will annoy any opponent. And Shermadini now comes back in with Tenerife trailing by 5 points. Aramis guarded by Fittipaldo. Williams sets the pick. Now he rolls. Arslan again. Williams sets the pick. Bounce pass gets away from Williams. Here's Fittipaldo. Tenerife have numbers, and Saline lays it up and in. And now careless play by Galatasaray, throwing it away, trying to get ahead on the break. Now watch this matchup. The double comes. Outside to Saline. Good! He rattles it in, and we've got a tie game. Well, that's his reputation, Sasu Saline. He will take that three-point shot, and he will drill it more times than not. He's got 8 points. He's 2 of 3 from three-point range. Oh, it's good from Galatasaray. Arslan. But there's no substitute for a good shooter, is there? Look at this. Feet were set. Doesn't matter if opponent is flying at you with his arm extended, hand up. He trusts in himself, Sasu Saline. Came into this averaging 13 points per game in the Basketball Champions League. He had 21 against Galatasaray in the first meeting. And the only other game he played in, he didn't play against Bakken. He played against Sassari. Dinamo Sassari had 5 points. But in that first meeting against Galatasaray, Sasu Saline hit 5 three-pointers. He was 5 of 10 from three-point range. A three-point shot, not surprisingly, has been the biggest weapon tonight for Iberostar Tenerife, who are 9 of 15 from deep. Also, Spencer Butterfield, well, he's been the best. He's 3 of 3 from three-point range. Sergio Rodriguez, 2 of 3. Coxel. Did he get it off in time? No, he did not. Not a good offense coming out of the timeout. That's got to concern Ugarada. He got it off just a shade too late, just a hair of a split of a second, a split second too late. Williams guarding Shermadini, who goes in. Is that a pass or a shot? Looks like it was a shot at first. Sulemanovic, and oh boy, unlucky for Sulemanovic. That looked good to me. Watch this. Oh yeah, great call. He kind of dragged his foot. He dragged his left foot. Excellent call by the referee. I thought in live action it was not a travel. But in fact, on the replay, you could see that he dragged or slid his foot. So, Truce Vitoretta, this is where he's got to sit down. Trust in the process. Modem hands it off. Williams at the line. Fittipaldo, and the bump and the foul called on Bacon. That's what happens when you got a good three-point shot. You draw the defense, and well, good work for Williams. He goes out, and Alex Tyus comes back in, and it really has been a case of Galatasaray could not have asked for much more from Williams than what he provided in that first, well, in this first half. He goes to the bench with 13 points, 3 rebounds. And now Tyus rested, whatever the problem was. He come out and give him a lift, but now it's Galatasaray trailing Tenerife by a couple points following the 2 free throws by Salim. He's got 10 points. How about that? Another long jump shot. That's inside the arc. Second long jump shot for Macon. Shermadini thinks about going at Tyus, passes it back outside. Little pump fake, Fittipaldo. Salim. And then Fittipaldo on the baseline. It looked like he was almost behind the backboard over there. Excellent release by the Uruguayan. 30 seconds remaining in the first half. Macon. And 3-point shot is good. And Galatasaray go back in front. R.J. Hunter. They go from being the hunted to the hunter. And now the final 10 seconds here of the first half. Salim, Shermadini, over to Fittipaldo. And that is how we finish. So Galatasaray with that 3-point shot from R.J. Hunter have taken a 1-point lead against Iberostar Tenerife. So far so good for the men from Istanbul, the city where East meets West. They lead it over Iberostar Tenerife at halftime, 50-49. Tenerife 9 of 16 from deep, but Galatasaray not too bad themselves, 7 of 12. And as you digest those statistics, Tenerife leading the rebounding as well. Williams with 13 points. Surprised with Tyus going out and getting some medical treatment. Williams leading the way. Well, here's a look back at some of the highlights from the first half. And Iberostar Tenerife have led in the game, but their biggest lead has been 2 points. Galatasaray, meanwhile, have gone up by as many as 9 points. And Galatasaray, interestingly, with 12 points off the Iberostar Tenerife turnovers. I would think that would be the other way around with Iberostar Tenerife. In most circumstances, they would benefit more from forcing the turnovers. 18 points in the paint, and of course 27 points from the bench for Galatasaray. 13 of those from Williams, who has been the real impetus, the driving force for the Turkish club tonight. He came in when Tyus got injured and went to the bench. Galatasaray, remember, they need to win tonight to maintain a realistic, well, to maintain hope of getting in. If Dinamo Sassari win against Bakken tomorrow, then we know that it's going to be Dinamo Sassari and Iberostar Tenerife moving on to the next round of the competition. So far so good for Galatasaray. Something tells me that the best is yet to come from Iberostar Tenerife. Williams, meanwhile, making the most of his opportunity. He saw the long jump shot. How about this? Rodriguez has been tough, hasn't he? He has had 8 points. He got to start tonight from Chus Vidoreta, and he's made him look smart. Also, Sasu Salim, not surprisingly, has poured in some points as well. He has led his team in scoring tonight, including hitting a couple of three-pointers. Sasu Saline with 10 points and 5 assists. So when it comes to the efficiency ratings, plus 14 for Jonathan Williams for Galatasaray. And Sasu Saline, who you see right here taking the but he's also got 5 assists and a steal. So it's been a great night for the pride of Finland. And here's Williams. That was a great indicator that he was going to be ready to contribute tonight. I mean, he went right at Shermerdini, and then the little give and go. Simple basketball, isn't it, really? Passes, gets it back. Great play by Hamilton to give it back to the big fella. And he even showed us that he can hit the three-point shot. So Williams with 13 points, also plus 14 in the efficiency table. He has been terrific tonight for Galatasaray, who lead it 50-49 over Iberostar Tenerife at halftime in this Group A game. Galatasaray, they know they need to win tonight. If Iberostar Tenerife win it, and then Dinamo Sassari win tomorrow against Bakken Bears, it's Dinamo Sassari and Iberostar Tenerife going to the next round.
Backs off, drives through, skips through a gap, stuck to all the way like glue. Luda Hackinson said to Matteo Fantinelli, I want to take you on. It's me versus you. And he said, all right then.
In for his first action of the game. And pass inside, and Kaiser, for the second time in the game, rattles the rim.
By Vesiloglu, hesitation, Euro step, and one. Great change of direction and flow from Ozdemir.
Hands it off to Anderson. Weave motion at the top of the key. Oh, wonderful pass inside, and Lake finishes it with some thunder.
Terrific comeback by Ritas Vilnius, trailing by just 1 point. Oh, what passing, and it's MADSEN once again coming from the left baseline. Mr. Elevation.
Thompson now. They're going to throw the Perkins out. Perkins, what's he done in the bag now? Spins. Oh my lord! Silla came in and said, not in my house. Silla's playing volleyball. No chance. Keeps it live, finds Welsh. Welsh doesn't get it. Now Brindisi will try it. Capitalize the transition. Behind the back pass. Oh my lord! It is Brindisi. Showtime. Fast break basketball. You've got to love it.
Morgan has it. Drives immediately. Now he goes, he's got some space. Morgan, it's rejected. It's going to be baseline possession though. Still 4.2. Feeler was the only man alert.
Shot clock down to 18. They're not in attack mode, and you wonder if they know that they've got the foul. Unbelievable. What a nightmare. What a great play. Get another offensive rebound. Now, MADSEN drives in. Oh, goodness me. Did you see that? He put it down with some thunder. Look at this. Throwing it down. There was some anger in that. Cesar Salim with 10 points, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds for Iberostar Tenerife tonight, leading the way for the Canary Islanders as they try to stamp their ticket for the next phase of the competition. Of course, they would need Dinamo Zagreb also to win tonight against Bakken Bears to be assured of doing that. Galatasaray getting 13 points from Jonathan Williams. Remember, he came in early in the game, first quarter, when Alex Tyus left the contest with an apparent injury or some type of issue. Got some care. Williams came in, and he'll be looking to continue to make a big impact tonight for the Turkish club as they attempt to stay in the hunt effectively with a win. Omaru Garada and Chus Vidareta looking at the stats for anything that might give them a little bit of an edge coming into the second half. This is season number 5 in the Basketball Champions League, and Iberostar Tenerife, of course, winning it in the very first year. Different team, different players, same club. They also made it in year 3 to the final. We thought they might win the Final 8 that was going to be held for year 4. But they were eliminated. Surprisingly, possibly. The way they went out against Zaragoza, they were beaten pretty soundly. There's Tyus. What has he got in store for us here? Tenerife flying high in Spain in second place behind Real Madrid. So having a good season there. The only blemish on their record in the Basketball Champions League was they were beaten soundly in their game against Dinamo Zagreb. That's quite a blow for them, actually. Back on game day 3 on November 4th, losing that one 92-72. So these teams play back on November 17th, and that was on game day 5. And Iberostar Tenerife won that one 85-72. They had a great start, and they were up 45-25 at halftime. And Galatasaray tried to claw their way back in the second half, but it was too much of a mountain to climb for them. RJ Hunter had 20 points in that first game. Tyler Kavanaugh had 16 points and 6 rebounds for Chus Vidareta's Iberostar Tenerife. Okay, welcome back, folks. Second half action underway. If you've just been to the kitchen to grab a tea or a cold drink, now the fun begins. Macon, the bacon from the right corner and putting it up. So 4-point lead now for Galatasaray. And they have led by as many as, I believe it's 9 points. Now the follow, and Shermanini gets another 2. Haven't really solved the Shermanini problem tonight. He's made it look pretty easy. 3 of 4 inside the arc. Sherman 9 points. And a foul called on Sasu Salim. And then fouling from behind, Rodriguez. Fouling Brock Modem. And that would be a matchup that you would like. That's why they got him the ball, because Modem's about ready to go to work, and Rodriguez picks up his team's second foul here in the quarter. Didn't want that to happen. Now Macon gets the pick from Tyus. Tyus goes to the basket, gets it, and goes up and throws it down on the alley-oop jam. So Macon very active here early, and Tyus showing us what we missed while he was in the changing room in the first half. Kavanaugh turns, goes up. Now Ermis, open floor, decides to hold up. Ermis. And decides to take it all the way. Had a good look and just missed the layup. Now Shermanini is going to live dangerously, going up against Tyus, and dribbles it off his foot. He goes out of bounds. Watch this. Little alley-oop jam city, courtesy of Tyus. Macon again, causing problems, does not make the layup. A couple of opportunities missed right at the rim here for Galatasaray. Sherman, nice move. Spins back to his left, scores with a little hook shot. You would think RJ Hunter needs a touch here. It's going to be Modem. Tyus with the rebound. Finds Modem. Where was the Tenerife defense? No rebound and then no D. Fittipaldo. Foul called on Ermis. Yeah, you can see it looked pretty good there, Ermis. Knocked it away. He didn't like it. Fittipaldo liked it. Saline open, rattles out. Modem gets it over to Macon. He's in no rush. RJ Hunter to Ermis. Nice bounce pass over to Tyus on the baseline. Tyus saved all of this for the second half, it appears. Quality player. He showed that quality at the FIBA Eurobasket for Israel back in 2017. He was outstanding. Now the foul called on Modem. Hamilton checks back in the game. And off the back of the iron, Tyus was fouled. I was wrong. It was Eurobasket 2013, Alex Tyus, not 2017. Now the three-point shot is good from R.J. Hunter. And suddenly Galatasaray putting a little distance between themselves. Rodriguez getting the hand in there a little bit too late, but throwing it down was Shermadini. Even so, it's a 7-point lead for Galatasaray. Saline holds his face like he took a knock from Macon. Hamilton spins in the lane, puts it up and in. How about that? That was silky smooth. Saline, another three-pointer for Saline. Three of 5 from three-point range, 13 points for Sasu Saline. Hamilton. Modem. Oh boy, that was good too, wasn't it? The boomer, Brock Modem. He's gonna have a big number tonight. Brock Modem with 16 points already. Now the turnover, and here's Modem, and just very easily throws it down. That's right, a little bit of a chest thump as he runs back to the bench, and Chus Villareta is gonna tell his players, do we wanna play tonight, or are we gonna allow these guys to dictate everything? It's not looking good right now for Tenerife. It's Galatasaray leading at 68-58, 4.5 minutes remaining, 4:20 remaining rather, in this third quarter. Well, it's the biggest lead of the game right now for Galatasaray, who cannot afford to lose tonight. If they win tonight, they stay in the hunt. They need to finish in the top 2 of Group A to move on to the next phase of the competition. And right now, Dinamo Sassari at the top of the standings at 3-0. They play Bakken Bears tomorrow, who have yet to win. Bakken, of course, came through the qualifying round. Emir Sulemanovic going to check back into the game for Iberostar Tenerife. Galatasaray are 1-2, their only victory coming against Bakken, and Iberostar Tenerife at 2-1. So one other aspect that you'll have to keep your eye on will be that potentially the points difference by the end of this game. Here's Saline for 3. Good, boy. 4th three-pointer for Sasu Saline. 7 points now the lead for Galatasaray. And the ball gets away. Here's Fittipaldo. Saline, another three-pointer. And just like that, 6 points shaved off the lead. It's back to 4 points now, the advantage. And R.J. Hunter went in, missed, and Tyus called for the foul on the reach around. So since the timeout, it's been 2 Sasu Saline 3-pointers, and the woes have returned for Galatasaray. So changes needed. Arslan comes back into the game for Galatasaray. They lost the first meeting by 13 points, so Galatasaray ideally would like to win this by 14. But they can't stop him. Sassu Saline, another 3-pointer. He has been red hot in the third quarter. And now the defense, Fittipaldo forcing the turnover. And Galatasaray perhaps guilty of not being fully concentrated here in this third quarter. Look at that. Little careless by Hamilton. It's not just enough to win. You got to win, and you need to win by 14 points. Saline again, and this time a little short. Leads to a break. And then Modem has it knocked out of his hands by Saline. Best player in the court right now. Arslan with the push. Well, you got to guard that man, that's for sure. You don't guard Sassu Saline, you're in danger of being shot out of the game. Here he is again. He thought about it. Now Fittipaldo, got to guard him as well. This time the ball stolen. Saline, 6 of 9 from 3-point range. He's got 22 points. He had 21 in the first game. He loves the sight of the Galatasaray jersey. Arslan puts it up. And Saline boxes out, gets the ball over to Fittipaldo. And it's almost like the flip of the fingers. Iberostar Tenerife have gotten back control. Even though they're trailing by 1 point, you feel like right now this is their game. The dump knocked away by Tyus. Spencer Butterfield also back in the game for Iberostar Tenerife. So they've got 2 players they got to keep an eye on, Butterfield and Saline. But RJ Hunter has not had enough tonight. He hits another 3-pointer. RJ with 4 3-pointers, 4-5 from 3-point range. Fittipaldo. Into the corner it goes, 3-point shot, good! Sulemanovic looks over at the Galatasaray bench as he runs back down the court. Boy, there's a player who is growing in stature. Terrific. Modem hands it off. And the ball batted away. Saline, I mean, as big as the Saline contribution has been tonight, that 3-pointer by Sulemanovic was an absolute killer for Galatasaray. You give up the threes to Butterfield, you give them up to Saline, but you don't want Sulemanovic to hit the 3-pointer. Here he is, takes the foul, gets inside, and 2 free throws coming for Sassu Saline. So Iberostar Tenerife now with a chance to go back in front. Arslan guilty of the foul. And, well, Williams checks back in. I'm not going to fault Ugarte for bringing him in this late, because Tyus actually did start the second half well. But perhaps this gives a little bit of hope to Galatasaray, just a little, maybe get a little bit of a spark from Williams. Nevertheless, Saline makes both free throws, and he is on fire right now. I mean, if I'm choosing Vitoretta, I'm thinking I'm not taking Sassu Saline out. I don't know why he does. He's the best player in the court. He's in the flow. Sassu Saline with 24 points, 6 of 9 from 3-point range, 6 assists. He's plus 27 efficiency. And Hunter off the back of the iron, and Spencer for hire Butterfield gets the rebound. Guerra going to work down low on Hermes. So Hermes picks up the foul. Guerra off the back of the iron. Good job. Everybody's role is important here. He rubs it off, and he's going to get another attempt here. Guerra didn't like it. Guerra. Did not like the feel, and sure enough, he makes the second free throw after the ball was dried. Well, call to arms now for Galatasaray, who are, they still got a chance, obviously. 2.6 seconds remain. Had a foul to give. Lopez picks it up. Got a whole quarter, but they want to try to win this game. Not only just win it, but win it by 14 points. Because their best chance would be, oh boy, Modem misses right at the buzzer. Good attempt though. You know, they'd like to get a potential tie-break advantage over Iberostar Tenerife, but right now it's Tenerife leading at 73-71 over Galatasaray. 10 minutes remaining. So 14 threes for Tenerife, most of those coming from Sassu Saline, 10 of 18 from deep for Galatasaray. Got the alley-oop jam from Tyus off the pass from Macon. Let's have another look at that. A play like that, you never see it enough. And then Shermanini went to work. Tyus was active, picking up the offensive rebound, dishing it to Modem. R.J. Hunter got in on the act. And then Hamilton in the lane, showing that sweet left-handed stroke of his. But then Saline showed up at the party. He said, don't forget, I'm the best shooter in the house. The first of his second half three-pointers. Modem got away on the fast break. Then Saline struck again. Another Saline dagger, and then another one. And the basket just gets bigger and bigger. Sulemanovic also drilled the three-pointer. That was huge, because it was right after a three-pointer had been made by Galatasaray. So Tenerife, who won the first game by 13 points between these two teams, up now, and it's getting on the ground. Hermes. Lopez, your appeal is going to fall on deaf ears, my friend. Modem catches it, gets it over to Williams. He falls down and looks like he might be hurt. Watch what happens. Kind of lost his footing, didn't he? He gets up and goes to the other end. Not a good look, though. Reaching a foul call on Ermish. Williams going for the steal. Doesn't get it away from Greta, and it leads to the two-handed jam from Emir Sulemanovic. And Tenerife up by 4. Galatasaray in a little bit of a funk right now. Oh boy, Hamilton, that was a great drive. Could not finish, however, and the follow by Williams wasn't there. Bounce pass down low. Sulemanovic passes it back outside, and it's Spencer Butterfield. Boy, they've got some weapons, don't they, out on the perimeter. What can you say? They're passing up a layup to get a three-pointer, and they got it. Butterfield now 4 of 4 from three-point range. I don't know who would win with a three-point shootout between him and Sasu Saline. It might be Butterfield.
They go 5 seconds. So instead of the swing, immediately rip and go. Baseline cut. He will be wide open. Okay. Okay. If they hate you, one more dribble, lead pass, rolling strong. Okay. Okay.
Well, Sulemanovic has been tough. We saw the three earlier. We saw the dunk, and here he is. Looked like he had a chance down low, but he passed it back outside to Butterfield, who takes three-pointers like he's in a layup drill and makes them. Spencer Butterfield. He did play against Bakken Bears, also had 3 of 4 go in from three-point range. So he is definitely on quite a bit of a tear from three-point range. He's hit 7 of his 8 three-pointers in the Basketball Champions League this season. Pass down low to Williams. Guerra comes in, knocks it away, and right now Iberostar Tenerife on top and looking formidable, leading by 7 points. The drive baseline, Sasu Saline, another three-pointer. He's got 7 three-pointers tonight. Ridiculous. 7 of 10 from three-point range. Oh, nice pass. Oh, no, he did not get it. So it's going to be another good attempt by Hamilton. Iberostar Tenerife just turning it up a notch, but that ability to knock it in from three-point range has just been absolutely it's terrorized this Galatasaray team tonight. They can't stop him. Macon drives, and the foul called on Sulemanovic. Macon takes his time and makes the first. They need points and they need stops. Lopez to Greta and just lays it up and in, making it look easy. Looked like they had an advantage down low early in the game, and they didn't really fully exploit it, but if they wanted to, it's there. Oh, good play by Williams, backing Greta down low and earning a trip to the line. The former Gonzaga man gets a chance for a three-point play. $15 points. Greta, meanwhile, picks up his third foul. And Shermadini comes in. So Williams, 7 of 12 from the floor. He's even hit a three-pointer. This is his first free throw attempt. He goes out, and Tyus comes back in. Also, Coxel comes in. Galatasaray need, well, they got to play D. Maybe force some turnovers, get some easy baskets. They not only need to win, but they need to win decisively. Need to try to get it up to about a 14-point win. But they're not going to do it tonight. Not with Sasu Saline stroking it from three-point range. That is number 8. Well, European basketball has seen some great shooting performances over the years from the likes of San Emeterio, the Spain international. I remember him hitting 10 three-pointers one night when he played for Girona. But Sasu Saline is smoking hot right now. He's got 8 three-pointers, and the big question is whether or not Vitoretta is going to let him stay in the game, because he has been fantastic. So Lamanovic goes out of the game. Arish comes back in, and Hamilton goes out. Gosh, he is unreal tonight, Sasu Saline. +30 points tonight for him, folks. He's got 32, along with 6 assists. He's +35 efficiency. Ermish from behind the arc. I mean, he's almost single-handedly now just knocking Galatasaray out of the hunt. Sasu Saline. Get him the basketball. Let him put it up. And Shermadini goes up and has a chance for a three-point play, and the quality is showing through here in this fourth quarter. $12 points now, the advantage. And Shermadini is once again a big problem for the opponent. 17 points for him. Tyus. Shermadini has 16 points, in fact. So really, when you talk about the great performances, the great shooting performances, I mean, Saline is flirting with one of the great performances tonight in Basketball Champions League history. It just depends on how long his coach will let him stay in the game. Butterfield, oh gosh, he's got 5 three-pointers. He is 5 of 5 from deep. Iberostar Tenerife are just ridiculous tonight. 18 of 28 from behind the arc. Coxel. Modem turns, puts it up. And Fittipaldo fouled I just got to tip your hat to the Canary Islanders. They came out of a timeout. They were trailing, I believe it was by 7, maybe 8 points late in the third quarter. Saline hit a couple of threes, and the momentum was theirs, and they haven't lost it since. And that was late in the third. Butterfield almost turned it over, and Shermanini stayed after it. The ball goes out of bounds over to Galatasaray. Good hustle by Tyus. Oh, nice move, and then gets it to Tyus, who is fouled. Oh, good effort by Macon there. Spencer Butterfield. Definitely nice player, nice pickup for this Iberostar Tenerife team. Tyus makes the first. Spencer Butterfield, 28 years of age, hails from the great state of Utah in America. At least that's where he was born. Also plays college basketball at Utah State after a couple of seasons at Yuba College. Played in Spain with Melilla. And then went to play for Juventus and Italy, and then France, Nanterre, and then Alba Berlin in Germany. Then back to Italy with Pallacanestro Reggiana. Then went back to Nanterre for 2019-2020 last season, and here he is with, well, Iberostar Tenerife. And in fact, in the FIBA Europe Cup, Butterfield once made 11 three-pointers. I'm not surprised by having watched him play tonight. So I talked about a great night from Fernando Sanamaterio once, but Butterfield even has 11. Great shooters in this Iberostar Tenerife team. Here's R.J. Hunter. They pass it around. Macon off 1 foot. Tyus keeps it alive. And Shermanini gets the rebound. So since their demolition at Dinamo Sassari, Iberostar Tenerife moving from strength to strength, flying high in Spain, second place behind only Real Madrid. And here they are now laying the wood to Galatasaray, who led them by a point at halftime. And Galatasaray has been a tough season. They had high hopes coming into the Basketball Champions League. And it has not gone according to plan for them. They are going to fall to 1-3 after this. Fittipaldo, another very good three-point shooter, misses the first free throw, rattles in the second. So timeout on the floor called by Galatasaray.
I don't want to see anybody quitting. You need to play now 0-0 game. 0-0 game.
Coach Uguratu trying to get some good, make sure he's got his players playing hard for all 40 minutes. But it is tough when you're down this much. And you know it's pretty much not going to work for you tonight. Here's Saline, though. He has been ridiculously hot tonight. 8 three-pointers for him. You know, what does it say about Iberostar Tenerife that they can be winning tonight without Marcelino Huertas, without Danny Diaz playing any minutes? A good team. No Aaron Dornekamp. This is a team that, if they're turning on all cylinders, will be there or thereabouts contending, you would think, at the end in the Basketball Champions League. They certainly have firepower. The question is, what kind of defense? They'll face better defense than what they faced tonight. RJ Hunter launches it, rattles one in. Lopez steps out of bounds. Galatasaray want to finish this game on the right note, but they turn the basketball over to Spencer Butterfield. There were certainly moments tonight when it looked like they were in a little bit of trouble against Galatasaray. And you never know what's going to happen. I mean, Cholet beat Ike tonight. That was an 0-3 team going up against an Ike team that came into that game at 3-0. So you don't take anything for granted. But you did feel like Chus Vidaretta felt tonight like he, you know, could come out and start Rodriguez, start Guerra, and still get the win. And even though they trailed for much of the first half and even in the second half, they have come good here. Probably with about 12 minutes remaining in the game, they've really turned it up a notch. And Sasu Saline, who's going to come out with just having torched the opponents tonight. He comes out with 34 points, plus 36, efficiency 8 of 11 from three-point range. Kavanaugh gets the foul. So Macon has some bright moments tonight as well. It's all about, got to play well for 40 minutes, and you've got to be there defensively. And really defensively is where this Galatasaray team let themselves down tonight. It can be tough guarding the perimeter, especially with players like this man Butterfield, but just cannot allow a player like this to come out and hit 5 3-pointers on 5 attempts, and Sasu Saline to go 8 of 11 from three-point range. I mean, those guys, they have killed him. Here he is again, getting open and hitting another. Is that a 3 or a 2? That's the question. So that was a 2. Just an out-and-out score, Spencer Butterfield. So Tenerife closing in on victory number 3, and again they will progress to the next phase of the competition with tonight's win. If Dinamo Sassari win against Bakken Bears tomorrow, Dinamo Sassari will be favored against the Danes. Shermadini picks up the foul. Here he is coming out. Shermadini is good night's work from him again in double digits in points. $16 points for Shermadini. He goes over to the bench. Ended up with 6 rebounds. So 48 seconds remains, and it's all about making that scoreline a little bit more respectable right now for Galatasaray. Another offense or two will be run by Iberostar Tenerife. Well, they're over the limit. Modem picks up the foul, so that's free throws for Rodriguez. He's had a good night tonight. He's got 8 points. This will be his first 2 free throw attempts. Danilo Brenovic also in the game for Iberostar Tenerife for the first time tonight, number 45. See if he can get a shot. If they rebound it. Oh, nice drive by Macon, and he gets a chance for a 3-point play. So, yeah, Iberostar Tenerife will run another offense if they can get the basketball, depending on what Macon does here. $17 points for Macon. I would suggest quiet points. Hasn't really forced anything. And it's got 18, so he and Modem each with 18 points. See if they can find Brnovic. Not that they'll be worried about whether or not the young man gets any points tonight. But he's in the left corner. Lopez gets it down low to Kavanaugh. There he is. Brnovic wide open for 3-point shot. Good. He gets it. How about that? And what a way to finish. Brnovic plays less than a minute and gets the 3-pointer to fall. And Iberostar Tenerife put up a big number tonight, led by that man, Sasu Salim. They win it 104-89 over Galatasaray. Iberostar Tenerife rolling to the big victory, 104-89 over Galatasaray. And Iberostar Tenerife will qualify for the playoff, or for the next phase of the competition, if Dinamo Sassari win against Bakken Bears tomorrow. So Iberostar Tenerife took care of business. Look at that. And that is why that basket does not count, because Macon got it off too late.
Confirm, no basket.
Conclusive, no basket. No basket. No basket.
So good night's work here for the team from Spain. They rolled to a big win, 104-89 over Galatasaray. Third win of the season in the Basketball Champions League. Iberostar Tenerife just shot lights out. 19 of 30 from 3-point range. Saline 8 of 11. Spencer Butterfield 5 of 5. I mean, that's what you need to know. They also out-assisted them, out-rebounded them. Just a convincing win for the team from Spain. Salim with 34 points, Butterfield 17, Shermadini 16, Macon and Modem each with 18 points. Williams had 13 of his 16 in the first half for Galatasaray. So as you look at the best plays here in the second half, you know, you almost forget that Galatasaray really were in just perfect position to not only win the game, but they had a chance to win by double digits, and a 14-point win would have really given them a chance to stay in the hunt for that spot in the next round of the competition, since they lost the first time against Iberostar Tenerife by 13 points. So everything was working for the team in white with the red or burgundy letters. R.J. Hunter was drilling it. Hamilton spinning, shaking and baking, scoring in the lane. And everything looked A-OK for a while, but then this man decided, you know what, I've had enough of this. Sasu Salane hits one of his three-pointers. And even though we had Brock Modem, who had caught fire, Salane was just left open too many times. Look at this. Moving nicely without the ball. Even Sulemanovic got in on the act from three-point range. Also with the dunk, Sulemanovic of the two-handed variety. And Spencer Butterfield finding Salane once again from the right corner. It was just a case of, wow, Butterfield and Salane just drilling them. One after the other from three-point range. One of the few bright spots tonight for Galatasaray late was that Williams three-point shot, but again, or three-point play, but Salane was just sensational. He was scintillating. And of course, Shermadini's not going to miss much. Salane even was hitting shots inside the arc. And then Butterfield also just needs a little bit of daylight. And if he has a little bit of daylight, he's going to get that shot off and score. So as you look at Brnovic hitting that last three-pointer for Iberostar Tenerife, well, these are the standings. Iberostar Tenerife at least go top for tonight at 3-1. Dinamo Sassari, they will be in action tomorrow against Bakken Bears. Galatasaray drop to 1-3. So the final score, once again, folks, Iberostar Tenerife win at 104-89 over Galatasaray in the Basketball Champions League Group A tonight. Thanks for watching.